On Friday, after experiencing sharp volatility in the previous trading day, spot gold traded steadily throughout the day and ultimately ended in a consolidating pattern. Spot gold closed at $4,337.73, slightly falling 0.13% intraday, reflecting market sentiment adjustments and bull-bear divergences following the release of key data. On the fundamental front, the core PCE data released by the U.S. Department of Commerce became the core driver for gold price increases. The data showed that the U.S. core personal consumption expenditures (PCE) price index rose 4.4% year-on-year in November. Although it is still higher than the Federal Reserve's 2% target, it has hit the slowest growth rate since the end of 2002, indicating that U.S. inflationary pressures have further eased. This data resonated with the previously released Consumer Price Index (CPI) data, further strengthening market expectations of the Federal Reserve entering an interest rate cutting cycle next year. Currently, investors anticipate that the probability of the Federal Reserve's first interest rate cut in June next year has increased significantly, with 50 to 75 basis points of interest rate cut space expected throughout the year. In addition, President Trump's remarks on the day also attracted market attention. He stated that the next Federal Reserve chairperson must be a superdove, and that the candidate will be announced soon. This statement triggered market concerns about the independence of the Federal Reserve's monetary policy, indirectly putting pressure on the U.S. dollar and providing certain long-term support for gold. On the geopolitical front, according to market news, U.S.-Russia negotiations will resume in Miami if the two sides make progress in the talks. The easing of geopolitical tensions may weaken market safe haven demand, thereby limiting the upside of gold prices. At the same time, the tense situation in the Middle East has further amplified global geopolitical risks. The Israeli Defense Forces have continuously launched airstrikes on southern Lebanon, which may trigger a wider regional conflict. Against this background, gold's safe haven attribute has still been strengthened to a certain extent, providing underlying support for gold prices. All the above content is for reference only and does not constitute any investment advice. Any trading operations conducted based on this information are at your own risk of profit or loss. Please subscribe, like, and share. Thanks for watching.